Okay, so we have our East Flatbush Community Partnership updates. We're going to have two presentations today. The first one is from Stephen Miller, and Stephen is representing CABS Health Network. We also have Julia Foster with Adult and Continuing Education. And then we have program updates and closing remarks. Okay, so if you would like to share any flyers with us about upcoming events or anything going on in the community, feel free to email them to readc@jccany.org. And if you would like to present at any of our monthly meetings, feel free to email Cindy as well. And we're going to drop a link in the chat for you to fill out that form. And then we just ask again that everyone please complete the attendance form that you see on the screen, and we're going to put that link for you in the chat as well. Okay, our East Flatbush Community Partnership website is here on the screen. Feel free to go there. You can find out who our partners are, different events that we're having. We put up our calendar there. And so you can definitely check that out as well to stay connected and be up to date with what's going on in the partnership. Okay, we have our monthly meeting that is happening right now, 3 to 5. We're going to be at the Rugby Library location for this month, as well as the month of August. Hello, welcome. And then we also have our virtual open door, which is happening on the second Thursday of each month at 7 p.m. Okay, give us 1 second, please. Okay, it was about to happen. Okay, 1 moment. Okay, I will show it from here. Okay, so now I would like to introduce you all. I'm not able to do the full slideshow, I'm not why, so we'll just keep going. We have an amazing new community ambassador. Her name is Michelle Bub. You guys will get to see her a little bit later on, but I would just like to introduce her to you all. Can you all see my screen? Can someone unmute and let me know if you can see my screen? Can you see it, Julia? Okay, perfect, great, okay. So that's a picture of Melissa. You guys are going to meet her right now because she's going to share about our upcoming events and past events. Okay. I just love technology. One moment. No, it's the DMI core came out. Ellen, are you back up? Not yet? Okay.
It didn't turn off, but it just everything out.
Okay. All right, Melissa, you can start with the past events.
All righty. So hi, welcome everyone. So the past, okay. So the last event that I actually hosted, it was the Racial Equality Community Response Meeting. That was Saturday, June 28th. It was an awesome event from 1 to 3. We had a great turnout. Just everyone that had a chance to talk to the commission just about racial equality and what does that mean for them. They also were able to receive a 2-ride Metro card and a $20 gift certificate, right? Now, the upcoming event. So we know what time it is, right? Unfortunately, summer is coming to a close soon, right? As soon as it starts, it finishes at the same time, right? It's kind of like that weird thing, right? So like technically July is summer and August is like back to school, right? So to start off the whole back to school season, there's going to be a resource fair and fun day. So that's going to be next week, Friday, right? So put that in your calendars. That's next week, Friday. That's going to be August 1st. and it's gonna be in East Flatbush, Brooklyn. So that's right off of the corner. That's on Brooklyn Avenue, right? Near Church and Linden, right? So if you will, you can scan the QR code and register, right? So you can actually register now for a table as well. So if you represent a particular organization, that you know that the community can benefit from your services, you can also register and have a table at the event as well, right? So you don't want to miss it. So, hello, my name is, right? So for each one of you guys, if you are a resident, please type your name, your email address, the word resident in the chat, right? We just want to read the room and just have an idea of how many residents we have on the call. And also, if you're a service provider, please type your name, your email address, and the organization in the chat, right? So we can also reach out to you guys and also have you as an additional resources for the residents in the community. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Melissa. We're gonna have Edelyn continue on with introducing our first presenter.
Good afternoon, everyone. So we will be starting with our first presenter for the afternoon. His name is Stephen Miller, for Director of Business Development for CABS, CABS Health Network.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. I guess I can be seen by everybody.
You can be seen here. Yep.
Okay. So my technology is not that great either, so I will share this presentation after the meeting, but I wanted to thank everyone for being here and for being online. It's a pleasure to okay. It's really a pleasure to be here and get to know everyone. I'm part of a couple of the other partnerships, like the East New York one, the Bushwick one, and those have been proven to be effective to get the word out, because we know in healthcare, it's not so much about the money, because people have insurance, Medicare, Medicaid, but it's really about the education and the lack of it in the community. So my job every day, I joke with our CEO, she may be CEO of Chief Executive Officer, but I'm really CEO of Chief Education Officer. So my job is really to get the word out every day to as many people as possible, so they can spread the word to their communities about how, hopefully CABS, but really the healthcare choices that are available to you out there. So tell you a little about CABS. First, I'll start off with our team. We have many experienced professionals at CABS, from our CEO, who's been with the organization for over 20 years. Our director of financial operations been with us for over 15 years. I've been in the industry for about 15 years. I've been at CABS for about 2 years. And it's really an exciting place. It's the first place I've ever worked that's nonprofit. And it's really an interesting perspective. And I'll get into that as the conversation goes. But it's really interesting because most organizations out there, especially in healthcare, it's like, okay, how can we bill? How can we make money? How can we beat Medicare and Medicaid like a piñata until all the candy is left out, runs out? But when you're a nonprofit, and probably some of you in the room know this, you look at things a little differently. It's not how much can you bill. It's more of how can I make sure that I don't see this person ever again, in terms of them ending in the hospital or a nursing home, or God forbid, worse. So that's what experience brings you, and that's what CABS is, 45 years of experience. So a little about CABS. CABS is actually an acronym. It stands for Consumer Action Program of Bedford-Stuyvesant. And we were born in Bed-Stuy, we were raised in Bed-Stuy, we're still in Bed-Stuy. That's where I just came from my office. And it's important because we were founded really with the ideas from Shirley Chisholm. If you know your Brooklyn history, obviously a pioneering congresswoman who made a big difference in Brooklyn, really throughout the country. But she saw the need in the mid-70s that the underserved communities of Bedford-Stuyvesant and then Brooklyn, now all of New York City, was really not being served the way they're not being served the way they should be. So they decided to form this organization, and they really focused on home care. That was our thing for many years. We're going to focus on the elderly and the disabled and give them home attendant services. And that's what they did. But over the years, like most organizations that see needs, we try to fix them with solutions. So not only does CABS now do home care, which I'll get into, we also do care management through a health home. Really opportunity to really help people. And now we're also doing something called the Social Care Network, which is through the 1115 waiver, which I'll also get into, which enables everyone and anyone on Medicaid, doesn't matter if you're 1 year old or 100 years old, to get screened to see if they're eligible for more services. So just a little more about CABS really quickly. Again, over 40 years experience. Over 40 years experience, 10,000 clients. But we're not only, people like, oh, it's Brooklyn, you have to have a diversification. So we've got English speaking, Spanish speaking, Russian speaking, Creole speaking clients and staff for when the need arises. So let's talk about home care for a moment. You've got your clients who need long-term care and short-term care. Short-term care is like when you go to the hospital and you have a surgery, you come out, you only have Medicare only. You get it for a couple of weeks, and then it's like, good luck to you. Have a nice day. That's not me talking, that's the insurance company. But when you have Medicaid here in New York, it's really the golden ticket for a lot of things, including home care services. Now, people say, well, Steve, I've got too much money. I've got a job. I've got a pension. I've got whatever you want to fill in the blank. Don't let that, something I said, don't let that discourage you. People who are well off more than you think apply and get accepted for Medicaid because the income limits are rising. Plus, there are ways to change your income in terms of how it's looked on. Maybe the house gets put in your child's name. Maybe you set up a trust. So there are ways to do it. I'm not an expert in that. We have experts who are. But my goal is really just to explain to everyone here and online is that don't let the fear of, oh, I've got too much money scare you from applying for Medicaid. So going back to home care for a second, when you need it for the long term, it is, again, covered by Medicaid. And people think, oh, well, I'm too young for that or I'm too healthy for that. It's not someone has to be there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It could be for a couple of hours a day, a couple of days a week. Maybe you know someone who used to go to a senior center and now like can't get there anymore. That home health aide can help them. Maybe they used to also doctors. Maybe they didn't ask for going to a doctor. Maybe they have a hard time with personal hygiene because they're having a hard time getting out of bed. You can help with that. I get many calls from their daughters usually. Will say, I need my mother to get help because she almost blew up the house because she left the oven on. You help. She doesn't need everybody. She doesn't need it every day. I said, yeah, it's no problem. We can send somebody in maybe 3 hours a day, 3 days a week. And they're so grateful because here this person was taking off from work or they're, it's called the sandwich generation. It's where you're taking care of mom and dad, but you're also taking care of your own children as well. So when we can alleviate some of that pressure, some of that responsibility, it makes a big difference in people's lives. Let's talk about the care management program for a second. That's our health home. And health home is not home health. It's actually just the name the state called it. I think it's confusing, but they didn't ask me for my opinion. So care management, if you've got, again, this is where Medicaid comes in again. If you are a Medicaid recipient, you're eligible for it. If you've got 2 or more chronic illnesses, could be HIV, could be mental health, asthma, heart disease, and many others. And let's say that person, they're fine. They have no hygiene issues. They don't have things like that. But, life's getting a little hard for them. They're having a hard time making doctor appointments or going to, once they make the doctor appointment, actually committing themselves to go to the doctor. That's where care management comes in. They'll be able to reinforce things. Thank you. They'll be able to reinforce things and work with them. And they help with a lot of different things. It could be housing. It could be SNAP benefits. Again, it's not the home health where they're helping them physically, but it's maybe more, I don't want to use the word psychological because they're not therapists, but more about how to help them with their everyday lives. And the last thing I really wanted to talk about today was really the most important thing is the social care network. Because again, this started back in February, March of this year. It's a program that's going to last about 2.5 to 3 years. And the goal of the state through this program is for everyone and anyone who has Medicaid to be screened. And there's a lead organization called Public Health Solutions. And then we are one of their featured subcontractors. They've got hundreds of subcontractors, but we're one of the bigger ones for them because we jumped on this right away because we saw it was another opportunity to help people and get more services. So what happens? I mean, we're having a health fair tomorrow, and I'll give you the details afterwards. But let's say tomorrow at the health fair, somebody comes up and goes, "Hey, I've got Medicaid. My health first number is 123, whatever." I said, "Okay, great. Would you like to be screened?" They'll be asked a series of questions on different subjects. Nothing too complicated. After that, they spit into a computer. They get a score. If the score is X, then they will be able to get something called enhanced services. So enhanced services could be, say they're having a hard time getting to the food pantry. They'll set up transportation for that. Maybe they are having a hard time with their own food at home. They may be eligible for home cooked delivered meals, not meals on wheels, but actually catered meals coming to the home. Maybe they are having a problem with their housing and they need help with that. So there's a lot of different things that could be helpful. But the big thing to remember is anyone and everyone. So this happened in today's what, Thursday? It happened on Monday. I was at an event. We met the mother. She was with two of her kids. They were all on Medicaid. They all got screened. They're all eligible for those enhanced services. So even an 8-year-old, like what's an 8-year-old going to go to a food pantry? But there are other services. And I'm not going to go into every service, but there are other things. So it's going to be there. There are plenty of opportunities and services. The first step is really just to get screened. Again, anyone with Medicaid can get screened. It's about 15 to 25-minute process. So after you get screened, again, you get determination of what's going to happen. You get navigated, which means that's where the determination of what your next steps are. And if you are eligible based on the score, you would get the enhanced services. I think the most important thing I want to really mention here is, because I don't want to take up too much of everyone's time, I do want, if anyone has questions, is don't let yourself or someone you know, whether it's the people you work with, or your own personal family, don't sit on the sidelines. No one is going to come up to you and say, do this. You've got to take your own action. And you would be surprised about things that are eligible, that are available to people who are eligible, especially on Medicaid. So if you have someone in the community that says, hey, I need services, or I know Mary Jane, my next door neighbor, needs services, you would reach out to me. I'm going to give everybody cards afterwards, and hopefully my information will be shared as well. That's really the first step, is just to call us, to email us, whatever it is. Then I have a person in the office named Natasha. She takes that and she runs with it. She will call the family. She'll update you or whoever the referral source was to make sure it is. Because the last thing we ever want is 3 weeks go by, I think I told Steve about Mary, but I haven't heard anything. No. The minute we get it, we say thank you. We follow up and we continue. Because sometimes the number is out of service. Oh, you know what? My bad handwriting. That was a 2. It should have been a 7, whatever it is. So we can fix that. So I really appreciate me coming in. I know we don't know each other too long, but this was really very, very sweet of you for me to come in. I know many of the people here represent different organizations. I can't wait to learn more about all of you and all of them. So we really can bring the word out to help people that need it in the community.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Does anyone have any questions? Feel free to unmute, and people who are here live, feel free to ask your questions.
I think I do have a question.
Yeah, tell me who you are first.
Oh, I'm Julia, Adult Education. Hello.
Hi.
What about parents? Like, because I think and a lot of people might think this way as well, like the age cap.
Yeah.
For men, because anytime we hear Medicaid, you think like somebody that's old and hunched over and needs help, getting to the bathroom or something. So what's the?
Yeah, that's a great question. And for those who didn't hear it, I'll just repeat. The question is, are there any, correct me if I'm wrong, are there any age limitations when it comes to the service? And the answer is no. Where home care services, there is no age limit, either minimum or maximum. In fact, I have a great relationship, and I'll actually be at the health fair tomorrow. I have a great relationship with ACS. So we will get people referred to us who are children. It's very sad, but they do need the help. They need the services for whatever they need it for. So yes, we will do that as well. So there's really no age minimum or maximum as long as the need is there. Now, our care management program, that there are two types of care management programs in New York. There's children's, which is between 0 and I'm gonna say 21, but it could be 18, or or anyone 21 and over. We're the 21 and over. We're applying to be part of the other one. It just it's gonna take time and it's just not approved yet. But if there is a child that needs that kind of service, we work with all the other ones, so we can obviously refer as well. The goal, again, I want everything to come to CABS. I think we're the greatest place ever, but I have a responsibility, one as a nonprofit, but more importantly as a person, that if I can't help them, my job isn't to say goodbye, click. My job is to say, hold on, let me tell you about Johnny, who as another place can maybe help you more. And that goes to languages also. You know, people, I will market sometimes in an area, let's say the Asian community. We don't at this time have the infrastructure for Chinese or Korean speaking aides. Not because we don't want to, it's just been tough to recruit. But I know other agencies who do. So I'll say, hey, you know what? Call my friend at this agency. So you'll probably smile when I say this, but I mean this all sincerity. When in doubt, send it out. Let us figure it out.
I like that. You gotta put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Great.
Question.
Any other questions? I had a clarifying question.
Oh, wait, so we had a
Someone
question
had a
on the
question?
screen.
What is the name of the organization?
So my name is Stephen Miller. I am the Director of Business Development at CABS Health Network.
It was a great presentation.
And
And
thank you for the kind words.
everyone who is present, you guys are gonna receive our minutes, meeting minutes, and all the presented information will be there.
And I'll send you the presentation as
Yes.
well.
Thank you. My question was, sorry, you might have said it, so forgive me if you did and I was distracted.
I don't know.
What health insurance does someone need to have? What type in order
Right.
to qualify?
So Medicare and Medicaid is the most basic. Does everybody know the difference between Medicare and Medicaid? Okay.
Yeah.
You can explain it to me now. Just kidding. No, just kidding. Straight Medicare, straight Medicaid is good. If you have one of the HMOs, like a Health First, Metro Plus, we are in contract with most of them, so it's not a problem. Same thing on the Medicare side. If there's an insurance that I'll give you an example, Village Care Max, you may have seen their advertisements or something.
Yeah.
Great company. Your mom has them. Great company. We're not in contract with them. So if, let's say I didn't know you and you called me up and say, do you take Village Care Max? I would say no. Great company. If you want to switch, I can give you another one. If you don't want to switch, or your mother doesn't want to switch, I would say then call my friend at X. So the insurance is important because that's how we get paid, but don't let that be a barrier to get the services, even if I can't help you.
Follow-up question. Do you see some clients that have like long-term care payment coming from long-term care?
Yeah, so long-term care payment is getting more and more popular. The biggest company out there is a company called Genworth here in New York. They do it through a company called Care Scout, and we have a contract with them.
Okay.
We're one of the, I think only 5, maybe 4 or 5 agencies in all of Brooklyn, maybe New York City, but definitely Brooklyn, that work with Care Scout. I got that contract late last year, and it's been really helpful because people are like, I paid all this money 20 years ago, thinking that I'm going to need it now. So now they want to use it, and now it can be an outlet for it.
Great, thank you. Okay, any
I
other?
want to say one more thing.
Sure.
I glossed on it over in the beginning, but I do want to say, if any of you want to, I don't have any more tables, but if you want to come and network, because that's what we all love to do, tomorrow at between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. is going to be our health fair. It's going to be at 1151 Bushwick Avenue, which is the Salvation Army building on Bushwick. I'm sorry. Okay, great. And it'll be it's free and open to the public. So if anybody want to tell it, please do. If you have a table of your own and are willing to bring it, you can set up a table. It's a whole block. The skywalk is huge. So I just ran out of tables because I only had so many in the reservation, but if you have your own, you go come by. If you don't have a table, and you just want to come by, that's okay too. But all I ask is you say hello when you do.
So we have another question
Yeah.
from Luz
Oh, I'm sorry.
Martinez, that is in the chat. She asks, how is this program different from PPL?
Sure. So, Lou's great question. First of all, PPL, I have to tell you, I'm much better looking than they are, but no, but in all seriousness, so PPL you may have heard of. I'm sorry. So that is for the CDPAP program. The CDPAP program, if you've ever watched television in the last 5 years, you have seen at least one advertisement for CDPAP, probably from a company called Freedom Care. So about, what are we in July? So about 6 months ago, 8 months ago, whenever it was, Governor Hochul announced saying, this CDPAP program is out of control. I am spending billions and billions of dollars. I don't want to say. So she says, you know what? The 600 companies like Freedom Care that are doing this, no more. We're going to pick one company to do it all. And they had a bidding process. I don't know what went into it, but they had a bidding process, and PPL won the bid. So they are the one company in New York State that are allowed to administer the CDPAP program. Now they have about 25 agencies underneath them that they can farm it out to because they can only do so much. But they are the big kahuna in CDPAP. And we, meaning CABS, never did CDPAP. We didn't do it years ago. We don't do it now. And the reason is upper management, I wasn't at the organization at the time, but I agree with them. Upper management felt it's not great just to have your son, your daughter, your brother-in-law, whoever it is, take care of you. You know, my brother-in-law likes cars, but he doesn't know anything about them. So I'm not going to bring him to be my mechanic. I'm going to go to a real mechanic. It's the same thing here. I would want someone, if they were taking care of my mother, to know what they're doing, to be certified, licensed, bonded. I think they actually are licensed and bonded, but not the license part. But someone who goes for continuing education every year, not someone who goes, yeah, we're watching Jeopardy together. You might as well just pay me to do this. So there's a lot of fraud. There's a lot of abuse. So that's where Governor Hochul said, you know what? We're going to get rid of this. So PPL is still around. They're the one company that does it. They're doing a lot more overseeing of it because it's less over to see. But there's nothing wrong with the CDPAP program if done correctly. There are people who are nurses, 9 to 5. They come home, they take care of mom and dad from 6 to 10. That's great. If God forbid something happens.
Yeah.
But when it's someone who's like some 19-year-old kid, and you're like, and I've heard this from others, not because we don't do it. Where's your son? Because he has to clock in today. Oh, we went to the Dominican Republic with 3 of his friends. Well, who's taking care of you? No, I'm good. I'll be good. So again, it was just a lot of waste and abuse. But great question. You only work with PHS.
I have a question.
Oh, I'm just gonna answer this question first. I'm sorry. Do you only work with PHS? So Public Health Solutions is the lead entity for the social care network. It is everyone has to work with them. They're kind of like the PPL of social care network without the controversy. I don't know what PPS is. I'm sorry. But while that answer, if somebody you have a question,
Okay.
what's your name?
Wilhelmina, and I'm from Phoenix.
That's right.
But
And she'll be at my fair tomorrow.
I will be there. 'Cause again, I think this is an amazing program, but I just wanted you to explain like how this program can help those that are addicted to substances and are of older age. Do you help and assist those?
Yeah. So that's more on the care management side and the social care network. So again, it's for people with behavioral health issues, substance abuse issues. You get in touch with our care managers and they kind of oversee, make sure that you're really following the plan to get better, whatever that plan is. It's you're checked in on a couple of times a month, if needed, maybe more. But again, it's providing that opportunity to get that person the help they need. Because we all know, and I can speak for myself also with my own vices, when we're alone is when it's the biggest problem. But when you've got somebody watching you or helping you, it's going to help a lot. Oh, PBS is easy. So yes, we do. We just, in our office, we just call them Staten Island. So I apologize. I didn't know the acronym there. So yes, we do. I don't think they went live yet in Staten Island, but we are. I'm sorry. Yeah, they didn't go live yet, but they when they are, we will be one of their contractors as well. And to answer maybe your next question, we also work with Somos. We did go live with them. They went live. We work with Somos in the Bronx.
Okay, great.
Okay, we have a question here.
Yes.
Yeah, what's your name?
George State.
Oh, I know you.
Yeah, I'm a good Yes.
You know,
Yeah,
the heat getting to me.
my question is big, it's not a question, I guess it's a proposal. Would you, and when you have your healthcare industry,
Yeah.
would it be possible that you could have, work to organize one this side of town, like in East Flatbush, if we work with a different organization? Not necessarily this year, because I know
Right.
someone's coming, but it's something that we would
Yeah.
we could work with.
It is something to think about because we did it this year at the Salvation Army. They're right in Bushwick. It's right near our office.
Yeah.
Salvation Army is a great partner, but I think to your point, it would be helpful to diversify where we go because not everybody's concentrated in one area. So yeah, I would definitely be open to something like that.
Okay.
And if you're having your own events and you want me or somebody on my team to come speak, we're happy to do so, whether it's a meeting like this or a tabling and an event.
Yeah.
Please let me know.
Yes, I think I spoke to Natasha about it, but I could certainly
Yeah.
to like August 16th, Community Board 17, we're having a health fair
Yeah.
at Pelican Park, so.
Okay.
Mhm.
Great. All right. Are there any other questions?
What's gonna be my next question? Great minds think alike.
Mhm.
All right. Thank you so much. We appreciate you coming. All right.
Lamaka,
Yes.
I'm sorry, this is Ada. Hi,
Hi.
everyone.
Hi,
I
Ada.
am, hi, Ada Rodriguez from Emblem Health, Neighborhood Care. Also on the Zoom is Crystal Harrison, who is the regional manager for Queens. Hi, Crystal, you want to say hello real quick?
Greetings, everyone.
Great. I just wanted to mention, Stephen, that the PPS has gone live. We are a CBO for them. They are the social care network for Staten Island. And very good news was reported yesterday that they have screened. They hit the 10,000 mark, which is really, really wonderful. Anyway, back to Emblem Health Neighborhood Care. Is this a good time, Lamako, or should I wait towards the end of
No,
the meeting?
towards the end. Yep, I'll give you a
You
heads
got it.
time,
You
okay?
got it.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, of course. And thank you.
All right. Okay, so we're gonna have our next presenter get started. So Evelyn, can you share her PowerPoint? And I'm gonna try to share it on my end so folks here can see. But in the meantime, we're gonna have Julia come and present. And I'll let her introduce herself because my brain is a little scattered right now. So she'll do a better job than me. Yeah, give 1 second. I wanna actually I guess we can leave it like that. Yeah, everyone can see it from Evelyn's.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh, that was me, sorry.
it's okay.
Um,
Yeah, we're gonna,
that
yeah,
was-
it's good like that.
Just me?
Yeah.
Okay, well, good afternoon, everyone. Thanks all of you for coming out. I'm gonna do a quick presentation about adult education services. Most of you may have directly or indirectly interacted with us throughout the year, but I just want to give a quick overview. And importantly, especially in this political climate, the adult education system we have in New York City started with advocacy. There was a need, officials, community members stood up and recognized that need, and they came together to form the adult education system for Department of Education as we know it. So this is just a little seed in the universe so that you know that great things can come about with advocacy. And our program in particular, as you can see on your screen, The name of my school neck of the woods is School 7 Adult Education. And overall, throughout New York City, we serve about 30,000 individuals every year. And we provide adult literacy educational service to anyone that's over 21, regardless of immigration status. Just want to emphasize that. And all of our classes are taught by licensed Department of Education staff. Next slide. So you're unofficially part of a team. And this is one slide we show to our incoming students as well, so they can feel welcome into our program. Slide. Okay, so what's our vision? Within the Department of Education, we're under the School District of 79. And the District 79 community, our mission is to welcome each student, affirm their backgrounds and identities, and draw on the strengths that they bring to the District 79 community. And we aim to provide each student with the learning experience and support systems they need to achieve their success in school and beyond. And our vision, we want to empower and equip our students with the knowledge and skills they need to navigate life and achieve their college, career, and personal goals. Here in adult education, we're not dealing with kids, but we always have adults that come across our path that, you know, might need that direction or start to think about themselves and what they want to achieve in life. And that's what we're here to uplift and provide. Next slide. I'm gonna try to go through this little. I was about to win. Oh, okay. So again, just a little quick overview, give an idea of the geographic area that I serve. I have under my purview school districts. Adult education is divided up into school districts. I have 4, District 14, 17, 23, and 32. All those little dots you see on your screen is just a little snippet of all of the sites that we have across Brooklyn. One of the goals in adult education is to make it local. We understand $2.90 might not seem like a lot for people, but for me and everybody else, that is a lot. So we try to keep sites as local as possible to make your education easy to get to. And just some couple of neighborhoods we have: Bed-Stuy, Bushwick, Clinton Hill, Crown Heights, East New York, East Flatbush, what's up? Greenpoint, Prospect Heights, Ridgewood, Williamsburg, Ocean Hill, and Brownsville. So pretty much from bridge to bridge, we got you covered. Next slide. This is a little overview of our schedule, because since we only serve adults over 21 and up, we try to have a flexible class schedule. So in general, we have a daytime schedule, Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. And that includes English as a second language, as well as our GED program that's provided both in English and Spanish as well. We have a Saturday morning class that's 1 day a week from 9 a.m. To now 3 p.m. It used to be 2, but this September, we're going to be moving it up to 3 o'clock. Saturday classes are only offered in the fall. And their evening classes, which are our most popular, is Monday to Thursday from 5:40 to 9 p.m. No Friday nights. Adults, we don't work Friday nights. Okay. Okay. All in favor. And like I said, over 21. I would love to service the under 21, but the way Department of Education is set up, under 21 is still considered a minor, and we have other programs within our District 79 portfolio to support those young adults. One other caveat, and these are our only 2 requirements that we have for our program, is that you must live in New York City. And when I say live in New York City, can you provide mail that has your name and address of a New York City, one of the 5 boroughs? And a quick note, if you have clients that are expressing interest in education, please let them know that this is a commitment. This is an investment in their time and in their future. So as much as we try to keep our classes flexible, we do expect that level of commitment to their goals and to the classes. Next slide. So who are our students? This is a quick snippet. Anytime in the community, I try to collect data. As you know, data is what drives a lot of our programs. And you can see from the chart that the English as a second language is now our leading program. About 3 years ago, it was the opposite.
Right.
But of course, you know, New York is always fed with the new blood of new immigrants, new cultures, new people. And so now we have about 57% of English as a second language. And GED, I'm going to include the Spanish GED part 2. So that will probably push it up to about 40% for adults looking for their general education diploma. And all the rest are classes that we offer throughout the year as we have teachers, just to keep it real, because we only use licensed DOE teachers, career and technical education teachers. It's a unique license that oftentimes it's hard to find, but we'll keep you posted. Next slide. And who are our students? A lot of times, we always ask, when do you want to take this test? This is a free and open program. And as you can see by that 51% that said yes, there is a sense of urgency with adult learners who may need this. And again, as you talk with your clients, you know, it's either to get that promotion with place of work or to get that job or that career training program. So that's where the flexibility of our program comes into play with the different hours and times they can prepare for their state exam. And understanding the challenges of adult students. And again, everybody in this room, you hear the stories every day, whether it's housing insecurity, that's the top one right now, transportation, childcare, work schedule, just shared time. And the last but not least is the doubt of academic ability. I get that a lot. And it's not something that adults may always voice. But I just want to let you guys know that it's more common than you may think. They may not express it outright, but there are a lot of adults that have those undiagnosed learning disabilities. And our superintendent, she's in the process of putting together different programs, especially for those that are dealing with dyslexia. So once we have our district meeting, I'm hoping to come back and report to you guys about some new programs we have coming up. Next slide. So let's give it 2 seconds.
Yeah, there's a question if you want to
Oh,
answer in the meantime.
okay, let's segue to a question. Does acceptance into the program hinge on your documentation status? Happy to say no. Once again, our program accepts any and all adults regardless of immigration status. The only thing you need to register in our program is some form of photo ID. That could be city or state. It could be the IDNYC card, if there's a food card, what else? Your driver's permit, anything from the DMV, anything that has your face on it is accepted as identification. We do not need any documents. I know some people come in with like their GED transcript. I'm like, we don't. We have DOE educators, so we already have access to the database to see your transcripts and scores. I have missed the language capabilities available for this program. I don't quite get that.
I may have missed. You want to know what are the language? available, yes.
Okay. The GED is offered in English and also have a Spanish version of the GED state exam. It's only offered in those 2 languages, but again, that's why I was dropping that seed. Advocacy can change that. About a decade ago, they had the state exam in French. So it's going to take you calling your council member, inquiring your educators, your teachers about the French version of the GED. The next slide you see on your screen, this is just a little snippet I took from the Department of Labor website. It's pretty recent, 2024, and it's just showing you the benefits of getting your GED. Again, I know some of our clients, they just like, how do I get a job? I need a job, I need a training program. But getting your GED is the first step to that new job, new training program. and you go to the bottom of the screen and the green bar, you see less than high school diploma, your average weekly earnings is $792. And when you get your GED, that average goes up to $928. So as you increase your learning with some college, associates, bachelors, etc., your weekly earnings increase. So even though this is an investment in your time, there is a financial benefit at the end, regardless of your socioeconomic status. Next slide. And of course, like I said, main courses we offer: high school equivalency, otherwise known as the GED, English as a second language, and the diploma secundaria in Spanish. And this, just a note, if there is a student in our English as a second language program, they are welcome to take more than one class. Like if they still want to continue their Spanish GED studies, for example, they do ESL in the daytime, they can come to our evening Spanish GED program to prepare for their state exam as well. Next slide. I think that's all. And that's just a cute slide of a layout of all the classes. Next slide. I think that's it. And that's the curriculum we are using for now. Kaplan, it's the GED test prep. Some of our adult learning centers use different curriculum, but overall, all of our classes are geared for preparing our students to take and pass that state exam. About 5 minutes. We also offer a practice test. So if students are a little nervous about taking the real thing, we do have a readiness test, which does not count towards your 3 tries for the year, to see how you would do if you're actually taking the real thing. Next slide. I see a clock there. We can skip this one. Oh, just little pictures of our English as a second language students. Sometimes we do computer work with them in the public school buildings that have the facilities, the computer labs. Next slide. And we also do social and emotional learning. Our adults go through things, as you know. The slide you're seeing is a partnership with the Brooklyn Museum. They were doing a art intensive for a month. So they were learning different techniques, exploring different aspects of art and art history. And next slide. Let's see, and we also go on trips. We just don't, learning's not just in the classroom, we try to take them out in the real world. Some students, believe it or not, have never been on a train.
Wow.
So it's allowing them to see English and experience, the world using the language. Because a lot of times our English language learners, they only speak the language when they're in the classroom. So this is the effort from one of our teachers to encourage them to use it in the real world. Slide. Yep, and oh, that's just another picture of our wonderful students just sharing out their experiences communicating in English. And I think that's it.
Someone asked a question.
How do we refer to this program? Great question. I'll actually leave my contact info in the chat. Once again, we are gearing up for our fall registration in the East Flatbush community. We are at 3 locations. PS6 on Snyder has both the GED program now and the English as a second language at night. Nostrand and Parkside at MS2. We're usually at PS 181 on New York Avenue, and we're hoping to add one more. And if you live a little further out, I think by the number 3 train on Sutter Avenue, is that you guys back for? We're at PS 398 as well. So I'll leave my name and email in the chat. Also the mobile number, if you guys have any questions or you'd like to connect, feel free. I'm always welcome to new ideas and new connections. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Julia. Does anyone have any other questions for Julia?
I have a question. Question is, what happens if somebody takes their GED and doesn't pass it in the first round? What kind of support do you provide to them?
Could you repeat the question, Julia, so they can hear?
So the question was, what happens if a student takes the GED or a certain subject on the GED and does not pass. Well, we always encourage them to keep going. Anytime a student is preparing for the exam, we encourage them to take the exam subject by subject. There's 4 subjects: math, science, social studies, and math, science, social studies, and English and language arts. So before they start the class, they do a reading and math assessment. It's called a TABE. So we already have an idea of where their strengths are. So we ask them to try to get scheduled for the strongest subject that they have so that they can knock that one out. And when they don't pass, usually it's, letting us know, because sometimes adults get discouraged and then they disappear on us. So that's where, staying in communication with your teacher so we know where you're at. We do follow-up testing for those that are in our program so that we can track their progress through assessments. But we always tell them, schedule yourself for the next exam date, and give themselves time to study. Because a lot of times, they think, oh, I'll just take it again, thinking that it's just gonna download and then appear as the right answer in the test room. But this is why the preparation classes are so important. I think I've said this before, but I just want to reiterate. The GED test that we took 20 years ago, or even 15 years ago, is not the same as the test today. It is now testing up until the 12th grade. So it's 4 full years bound in a 4-hour exam.
Wow.
So the preparation classes, especially for the math portion, will be to your benefit. So taking the test again is just to identify what areas in that subject that you need help with, so the teacher knows, okay, you're gonna do some extra work in this area. Yeah, always go again.
We have someone on the chat, Karen Diggs. She has a question.
Yes, hi. Thank you so much. I actually have 3 questions. The first question is, are you a testing site, or the locations that you mentioned, are they actual testing sites or just kind of prep sites?
The locations I mentioned are the class preparation sites. We are an official testing center. Everybody knows the one on Nostrand Avenue. We have one in the Bronx and in Manhattan as well. And we leave it up to the student to decide where they want to test and also when they want to test, because the state provides us with those exam dates and times, and they are now very strict with that. If you miss it, you'll have to wait, I think, 30 days to take it again. And if you miss it more than 3 times, it's up to like 3 months. They bar you from taking the exam. So whenever they are ready and they know they have time, permission from their boss, then you schedule yourself to take that exam.
Okay, thank you so much for that. The second question is, sometime back there was a program initiative where people could get life credits towards is that still in effect?
That's more so for the CUNY system, City University of New York. So if you're looking to enroll in college, I don't think all the colleges do that. You would have to just call the college that you're interested in and ask them if they have a life credit program.
Thank you. And the very last question is, is it test in person and virtual, or is it only virtual? Because that was a problem. I couldn't even get people to take the test when it was only on the computer.
So now the state exam is completely computer-based.
See?
There's no longer an option for a paper-based test, regardless of if you have a disability or otherwise. So
that's not nice.
Yeah. So part of our class curriculum for the students that stick with us from September to June, all of our testing now is computer-based. Even the enrollment, to take the reading and math assessment to enroll, it's all done on laptop or desktop. So yes, adults do have to interact with technology.
Wow.
That's so bad.
No, I had to find out, one of our adults had a disability, and I I don't know if there was a aversion to technology, but I called around with other nonprofits that do this work. They were told the same thing. So we all are mandated to do computer-based testing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course, you say it's computer-based, but it has to be done at the testing site.
Yes, when it's the official state exam, it can only be done at that site. And just another note for all the partners in the room, I know there's New York, there's always somebody saying, oh, if you pay me so-and-so, I can give you so-and-so. But if you are to go to an employer and they do a background check, a detailed background check, and they find out that you took your exam with an unaccredited educational facility, your GED is not valid. And that, I think that goes for the tri-state. So, just do it right the first time. Yes.
Thank you. And
Oh,
you say Nostrand Avenue, what's the address?
475 Nostrand Avenue. They're like our flagship, our mothership.
Yeah.
Adult since 1983. Yeah. From there, yeah, I'm not gonna, I'll do the history lesson for another day. But 1983, that's where it all started. They are still standing, still provide classes, but we have 7 other adult education locations throughout the 5 boroughs. We're still in development for our website. I don't want to give it away yet because I looked at it and it's not ready. So I'm hoping by September it'll be good to go and it'll be interactive. So any of your clients that are interested will be able to go on that website as a one-stop shop, identify their adult education location, and set an appointment for enrollment. So that's the idea.
Great. You had a question?
Oh, I had a question just about learning disability. First of all, great program. I tell a lot of my clients, you guys are on the camera.
Oh.
Y'all are very strict though. She's serious about this.
Yeah,
If y'all are not on time, they will not let you in. And that's one way that my clients have to learn. They have to be on time.
Responsibility.
The other thing is that I have a client with a hearing impairment. And it's difficult for him to communicate. And in turn, he always gets stressed away or turned away from a lot of different programs because they can't really understand them. So he's have a hearing and a speech impediment.
Okay.
So do you guys assist clients with those disabilities?
Because we have limited resources, we don't have like specific case managers to assist him, but if he has an assistant that is able to come with him to class, that is allowed.
No, you don't, but if I have a client that has an 8, they can still join the
Yeah.
program? I just wanted to make sure.
And I'll also, to that note, thank you for that. We all help each other. Medgar Evers College, they have Office of Students for Disabilities, and
Okay.
Medgar Evers also has a GED program.
Thank you.
So, just remind me afterwards to connect you with that. Yeah, the education world it's huge. It's a network, and that's why I always tell people just ask me a question. If I don't know, like Mr. Miller said, I'll find out and just send you over to the person that can help.
And you have a construction program going on right now.
That's enough in the head.
Oh, your location.
Oh, Nostrand?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
30. So August 15th. Good job.
Yeah. People program. Yeah. It's like 600 classes.
A lot of resources, a lot of programs, career development programs, and their location, I utilize them.
Great.
Any
Other questions?
That's like, PPS provider performance system, and that is great information.
Great. Okay. Any other questions? All right, great. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna transition to our program updates. And the way this works is we would like for you to feel free to let us know by unmuting if you want to share about anything going on in your world. So that can be an event. It can be, I know someone wants to like actually present something on the screen. We just ask that you keep it to less than 5 minutes so we can have enough time for everyone to share. So Ada, I'm gonna let you go first since you did email me, okay? So are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Do you want to share your screen?
I'm trying to. Oh,
Okay, let me give you permission. Hold on one second.
okay.
Okay, you should be able to now.
Okay. Crystal, are you there?
I am here.
Okay, so my name is Ada Rodriguez and I work for Emblem Health Neighborhood Care. And what we do at Neighborhood Care is we provide in-person customer service. Before I get into the detail of Neighborhood Care, I would like to state that Emblem Health is a not-for-profit organization with over 2 million members in New York State. We've been around since 1930, back in the early Depression, and almost 95 years. And Emblem Health is one of the leading healthcare organization, one out of three not-for-profit in New York City. At Neighborhood Care, we provide in-person customer service. So if you are a member, we have your entire profile in our system. So we can help you with anything you need. If you're not a member, we never say no to anybody. We help you to the extent that we can. So currently, we provide in-person customer service. We assist with ID cards, changing PCPs. We also offer fitness classes and education workshops with different topics of diabetes, heart disease, COPD. And we offer this at any of our 15 locations. We have 15 locations throughout New York City. I have 2 on Staten Island. Crystal has 3. Crystal, you want to name the ones you have?
I'm in charge of Queens, Cambria Heights, Jackson Heights, and Elmhurst.
For me, it's Staten Island, and I have 2 locations, one at Clove Road and one on Highland Boulevard. We help the entire community. You don't need an appointment to come into our Neighborhood Care location for assistance. We are open 5 days a week from 8:30 to 6 o'clock. We would like to, Lamaka, do a more formal presentation with a PowerPoint presentation next month, if that is okay with you. And we will also have our Brooklyn manager, Terry.
Okay, that sounds great. We just want to make sure, are you able to come in person for that presentation?
We can check with her.
Yes, we'll check
we'll
with
check with
Terry.
Terry to make
That'll be
sure.
great. And then there's also a form in the chat that we're gonna need you to fill out if you haven't already. Okay, Evelyn just put that in chat. So fill out the
Yeah.
form and then you can get back to me to confirm that someone can actually be here in person at the Rugby Library. Okay?
Okay.
I just
Thank
wanted
you.
to add,
Mhm.
that we'll be sharing, you said we can share flyers in the chat or
Yes,
do
you
we?
can. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll be sharing the flyer for our back to school events that we're gonna be having
Great.
throughout August and I believe September, in all 5 of our boroughs, okay? I'll be sending that
Great.
now.
Yes.
Great. Miss
And
Charlene said
also,
great.
we are part of the 1115 waiver doing screening and navigation. And we have 15 locations throughout the city. We will give you those locations as well.
Thank you. Okay, who else would like to share program updates? Feel free to unmute yourself. You want to share?
I was just gonna share a brief recap.
Yes, I want you to come. I think I can catch you in the camera. Hold on. Can y'all see her? Did I get it?
I see her.
You waving? Okay, good. Okay. Okay.
Hey everybody, my name is Wilhelmina. I'm from Phoenix House by way of Brooklyn Community Recovery Center. Just real briefly, we just wanted to let you guys know a little bit about Phoenix House and our recovery center. So Phoenix House has been around for like 57 years. It was the first module of substance abuse and recovery that was used and adapted in the criminal justice system. We used to work with juveniles. We was conducted into their juvenile justice system as well. They formulated that from our formula, and we originally just real briefly came about with 6 addicts that was addicted in a state recovery center, and they realized that the state wasn't really, it wasn't really adequate enough, so they decided to get together and buy a building and keep each other clean, and that's how Phoenix House came about. Moving forward, we have our community recovery center. You do not have to be addicted to a substance to use our center. We're located at 20 New York Avenue. I utilize a lot of apartments here. That's how I know your schedule. But at 20 New York, we offer everything from NA to AA, but we also offer an array of holistic and wellness treatment programs, everything from garden club, art therapy, to music therapy. We have yoga, we have parenting groups, a women's group, men's empowerment group, positive attitudes for those that are affected by HIV. We have self-healing, professional development. We do offer the CERPA class, which is Certified Peer Recovery Advocate, for free. That is a 2-week course. What else we have for you guys? Oh, we have our magazine. I wanted to share this with you guys. Our beautiful magazine.
Very nice.
So this magazine was created by the advocacy group, and it's got all of their cool artwork in there, but it also has coloring. You can color in there and everything. So we offer this stuff to the community for free, as well as Narcan training. And we will come out to any of your locations. I train people in all 5 boroughs, including Rikers Island. It's not my job to play judge, jury, or executioner. Again, we don't judge. What else we offer? You guys can keep them.
Thank you.
We offer the Terra kits that is free to the community. Well, and this is a safe way to dispose of prescription medicine. Instead of you guys flushing it down the toilet and down the drain, we will come out to your community, give these kits to them for free. It's safe for our drinking water and it curbs the opioid epidemic because a lot of children get into our prescription medicine.
Can you explain how it works?
Sure. So this little kit right here is a sealable bag, reseal and unsealed sealable bag, and it holds up to about 90 pills, 12 patches, 12 ounces of liquid. You add warm water. The solution is already in here. So you just put the pills or the liquid on top, mix it with the warm water, seal it, shake it, and throw it in the garbage. Just as easy and convenient.
Nice.
So yeah, once again, we look at 20 New York Avenue. We're open every day except for Sunday. And we'd love to see you guys there.
Thank you.
You.
All right. Any other program updates?
Hello.
Jacqueline, hi.
Hi, how are you?
Great.
Okay. We're having our upcoming, I'm from Hope Center Development Corporation. We're having our upcoming annual community expo on August 10th, Sunday. I put the flyer in the chat. We have so far over 50 vendors that have registered. We're still taking more if more people are interested. If you are, just put your information in the chat. We are giving away school bags. We have a chicken and waffle truck. We have so many different people, face painting, children activities, basketball tournaments. We have a lot going on, a lot of diagnostic stuff for prostate, actual exams being done there. Also in terms of people for mammograms and all different types of health activities is going to be there. Music, Hezekiah Walker is coming to perform there. So, I put the flyer, share with your families, come on out to have a good time. And that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, feel free to outreach to me or, that's it. That's all I have to say. Hope all is well with everybody.
Thank you.
Ada Rodriguez says chicken and waffle. My grandson will be there.
That was a hit last year, the chicken and waffle truck, so they're back.
Any other program update? Yes, go ahead.
I don't have a computer, but I'll try to be loud. Hi, everyone. My name is Ravon Yard. I am from the Christopher Rose Community Empowerment Campaign. We have a few programs. We are a community-based organization. We have 2 locations. one 1404 Brooklyn Avenue, and the other is 722 Vermont Street. We offer the Family Youth Peer Support Program, which I'm the supervisor, and we have our family peer advocate here, Tamika Daniel. With the Family Youth Peer Support Program, we assist families with connecting their youth and themselves to programs. If you are struggling with court involvement, ACS, your child has an IEP, we're able to give you free peer services and connect you with resources. We also have the Partners Against the Hate program, which is a partnership that we have with the 67th Precinct, the Clergy Council, and we provide support and resources to combat hate crime. We also have the Maternal and Infant Health program and the Maternal and Child Health Outcomes, which is, we have the fitness classes, the self-care workshops, and the purpose is to enhance and promote positive maternal and child health outcomes. You can call us at 718-282-7232. And if you have any questions, I'm here to answer. Thank you.
Thank you. Like paparazzi. All right. Any other questions? Any other program updates?
Janine Johnson raised hand.
Okay, Janine, feel free to unmute.
Hi, everyone. Janine Johnson from HRA, Department of Social Services.
Hi, Jenny.
Hi, Julie. I just spoke to you a little while ago. Just want to give a quick update. Those who didn't know, 2400 Fulton Street is open now. They closed 404 Pond Street, where was the SNAP and Medicaid. They moved over to 2400 Fulton, right by the Broadway Junction train stop, right across the street. Medicaid is there, Fair Fares, ID NYC. So they're open. So those of you who need to direct your clients or friends, family members, 404 is closed. Don't do that. The child support office that was at 1 Metro Tech is also at 2400 Fulton Street as well. So if they have a child support appointment that they were going to Metro Tech, that is now closed. They are to go to 2400 Fulton Street now. Okay, that was my update.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other program updates? Charlene, yes, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Charlene Gordon from the New York City Department of Health. And I did put in the chat, we have our July and August webinars are coming up, and it is around different environmental hazards. We'll actually have our session in various languages. So if you have clients that speak those languages, please encourage and share the invite with them. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Colleen.
Hi, Luz.
Any other program updates from anyone? Going once, going twice? Okay, so now at this time, if you have not taken attendance, please do so now. Evelyn's gonna put the link back in the chat. And some of our attendees that are here in person, you guys didn't have a chance to do that. So Ellen, can you put the QR code back up on the screen?
Just one more thing.
Yes.
I just want to thank East Flatbush Community Partnership for tabling at the event for August 10th. You know, so I look forward to seeing you guys there. Thank you for partnering with us.
You're welcome.
For this event as well.
You're welcome.
Okay.
August 10th.
Oh, Jacqueline, did you put your flyer in the chat? Maybe she did. Okay. So, let me see. Can I do that? I can't. Yeah. So if you guys that are here, if you could scan that, please take attendance. Okay. All right. So we're going to transition. We're going to be wrapping things up now. Thank you to everyone who participated. Ellen, are you able to put the presentation back up? So just a quick reminder, we are going to be at the Rugby Library again next month. For those of you who would love to come in person, we have a full house today in person.
Right.
And I'm stalling, so let me just tell y'all what happened. So, we ordered from Panera Bread and we ordered sandwich boxes, and I opened the box and none of them had the cookies inside. So we had to make a phone call to make sure that everybody got their cookies. So come in person so you can have some cookies.
All right now.
The chocolate chip?
Yes. Yes. Our boxes were cookieless.
They charge too much for them boxes not to have.
That's what I said. Right. But they brought them over, so it's all good. All right, so we're gonna wrap things up. Just a few reminders. Okay, so we did that one. You can go one more. Thank you. So what you see on the screen is our social media handles, Instagram and Facebook. And that QR code that's there is to say that you'd like to present at I'm sorry, that's the attendance. If you would like to present at one of our monthly meetings, you can either contact Cindy or complete the link that was put in the chat. We do need actually a lot more presenters. Things are kind of dwindling down. So if you have not presented with us yet, we highly encourage you to get on the calendar. And I just want to kind of clarify as well. So in order to be a presenter, we need you to come in person. That's the first requirement. The second one is that you present for at least 25 to 30 minutes. Like that's a good sweet spot. And then also if you have a presentation that you want to share, you can send it to us in advance and then we'll try our best to display it for you, just to try to make it more streamlined. Okay, so we're gonna keep going. You can go to the next slide. Next meeting is going to be on August 28th here at the Rugby Library, and we look forward to seeing more people in person. We're kind of busting out the scenes, but it's okay. We're family. All right, next slide. And these are our zip codes for our catchment area: 11203, 11210, 11212, and 11226. So that is it as far as our scheduled agenda. I do want to open up the floor in case anyone has any general questions. If you have anything that you wanted to share, if you heard somebody speaking and you wanted to have a connection with them, someone just put in the chat, what diabetic friendly snacks do you have? So we actually had sandwiches. We had like tuna, chicken, and then so it was the box. So it had a sandwich, chips, and cookie. So let us know if there are any special requests. We have vegetarian sandwiches too. So we got you covered. All right. So yes, I'm just gonna leave things open in case you all wanted to make any connections. I'll leave it open for about 5 minutes, but we are officially done. All right. Yes, everyone's gonna get a copy of the minutes. It'll include the chat box notes as well as the presentation. Yes. Yep, you're welcome. All right, everyone, you guys have an amazing evening. And I hope that you are enjoying your summer because like we already said, back to school is upon us. So it's going to be over before we know it. Yeah. So have fun this summer. Oh, by the way, you guys can actually sing happy birthday to me. My birthday was yesterday. So.
Wait, I saw you in the store and you ain't even say.
That's how we can end.
Who goes shopping for face cream on their
Happy
birthday?
birthday to you. Happy
Happy
birthday.
Happy
birthday to you.
Are you one? Are you two?
Are you three?
Are you four?
We'll do it by 5. Are you 5?
Wait,
Happy birthday.
Laneka, you didn't even tell me it was your birthday. Oh, I'm gonna get you.
Is that who's speaking, Jacqueline?
No, that's Ayana.
Oh, Ayana? Hi, Ayana.
Hi.
She said
I've been here the whole time. Happy birthday.
Great.
Bye.
Enjoy your day. Everybody's gonna be like 100 degrees tomorrow. Stay cool.
Virtual cakes won't be added.
What is it? Happy birthday, my friend. One more year upon them. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
All right, then.
Come on, right? Yeah,
Who's gonna wait?
Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes, I did. Yeah, we can stop. If she put it in let me see if it's in the chat.